Good evening, guys. You're welcome. It's another Tuesday. You're welcome to Afia TV Official, where we bring you up to speed with all that is hot, trendy, and spicy on the internet from the world of social media, talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all of them here on DSTV 254 and GoTV 17. My name is Divine Onoha. You're welcome. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back. My name is Divine Onoha, and I'm your host for today, but I'm not here alone. I'm here with my guy, the one and only. At this point, you have to be my co-host. My gist buddy, Pablo, aka Uncle Pablo. Good morning. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You see how you confuse me anytime I'm upset with you. What's your mission?
Yeah, it's not easy being a fine
If you
boy,
brag on this show today,
it's not easy, being a fine guy and then you're walking and girls are just staring at you and then they're losing focus and everything.
Where did you pass and girls were losing focus?
I was passing through the office and then I saw how you were staring at me.
Who is the person?
And you were blushing. I was like,
it's
nice.
like your eyes fading. How you doing, though?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. But I see you every day, So.
Please, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to talk about our issues.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for off camera. Let's just get into what is trending. And like I always say, anytime I see Mr. President, I give him the respect, I give him the honor, and I begin with him all the time because he's our 001. And what will Nigeria do without him? So we have a headline from our president, and he is encouraging us. We've been getting a lot of words of affirmation from our president. That's a working and a communicating president, if you ask me. This time around, he's telling us better days are ahead. President Bola Tinubu has expressed optimism about Nigeria's future, assuring citizens that better days lie ahead despite the nation's ongoing economic and security challenges. The president, represented by the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, conveyed this message during the graduation ceremony of the Executive Intelligence Management Course 17. So back to the headline, of course, that's what everybody is interested in, the fact that he is telling us better days are ahead. I'd like to ask you, Pablo, how do you feel about these words of encouragement from our president?
Well, I don't know how I feel right now.
Oh, you're blushing. That's so cool.
It's very funny hearing such a thing from somebody like Mr. President, you understand? So I think most of the issues we've had in Nigeria, he's part of the problems. You understand? It's just like creating a problem and then telling us to calm down, that everything is going to be okay, whereas we actually created this problem. So I just don't know, Sha. I don't know what I could talk to, but trust me.
So you're not happy? I mean, he's giving us, because like I always say, many of the times we complain that the president is not talking to us.
So if you are talking to us here, tell us what you're doing.
Okay.
Problem we are facing and how you plan to solve them. Not just telling us better days are ahead. We've been hearing better days ahead for like a very long time now, you understand? And yet we never seen the better day. You get? So you keep telling us better days are ahead. It's just like, so when I say better days are ahead, or when I hear it, it's from the angle of cruise. I'm cruising with my guys and I say better days are ahead, you understand? So it's not like I say president for the full of cruise to say Nigerians, better days are ahead. You understand? So like, this is not what we want to hear. We want to hear issues that we have and how you plan to maybe provide solution to them. And not just you cruising on and telling us better days are ahead.
Okay, I agree with you. Even though I don't want plans, I want solutions. I want you to say, okay, fuel price has reduced to this. Okay, this has happened. That has happened.
If you want to reduce
that's the kind of thing I want
fuel
to
price,
hear.
tell us how you plan to tackle.
How? Okay, I don't even want to know how I this.
Okay,
we don't hear how.
You just want to hear. Okay, it has reduced.
Have we not waited since?
That's true.
No, for real now.
That's true. Actually.
What was in your manifesto? What was in all your campaign promises? This is. I mean,
we
it
don't
was the how you were telling us now.
See the solution now.
And now we've given you a chance to now do it. All this while you're supposed to have been carrying out that how. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's just take a look at the comments and find out what the keypad warriors are saying. The first comment we have here is from Sweet Dewey. She says, every day you are assuring us, but you keep touring the world with your family. Who is fooling who? I think that pains Nigeria a lot. The fact that they get to travel, they get all the travel allowances every now and then.
DMs and everything.
You know. So the next comment we have here says, is it quotes that we want to eat or action? The next comment here says, I prefer he stays silent than even talking. These utterances are becoming really agitating. But let's go back to this one more time. This guy is saying that he prefers that he stays silent. We've seen situations where things happen and the president stays silent. And we see people come out and say, no, I actually prefer he says something. Hey, say something now, even if you don't have solutions. Say something, talk to your people. So are we not being hypocrites at this point? I mean, somehow.
Okay, so when the president, for me right now, he's supposed to stay silent. Yeah. Because he's not doing anything. You understand? Okay. So most times when we want him to come out is when maybe something happens and then we want to hear the president's view. You understand? So the president has to maybe talk to the country people and tell them, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what we want to do. You understand? But now nothing is really happening. You understand? And if you for now you should stay silent. You guys, if you want to talk to us, it should be that something tangible has happened in the country. Like, okay, this is something we are proud of. Then he comes and say, okay, fellow Nigerians, this is what has happened. This is what we are. You get, but now nothing is happening. So we should just act like it's done. Just stay quiet. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at the next comment. This is from Kevin. It says, now Tinubu enjoyed this year pass. Just they achieve all the goals where he set for himself. For real now. The next comment here is from Tonya Graham, and she says, all these words of assurance from him, can't they sound like threats for my ear? Yeah. And I don't blame this girl actually, because it looks like the more you give us these assurances, the more things get bad.
Yeah.
The more things become.
I mean. But yeah. So we don't want to hear it again, please.
So he should just be silent.
At this point, I think better days are far from us.
Well, because I have faith, I will just say, okay, better days. Let this period shall favor me and my family.
Better days to get transport.
Because I cannot come and add negative words to what I'm already facing now. Do you understand me? I'm just tired. Nobody should just remind me. I was going to say we'll go to a new story that may lighten up the atmosphere, but I hate to break it to all of you. The next story is also a heartbreaking one. And this is from the chambers of Efcc. And there's been an issue happened in Afia State, and a lot of people are complaining. This guy particularly came out and he said, Afia businessman, he's a businessman, he resides in Afia State, and he has alleged that Efcc came and brutalized him, came to his house, in fact, busted into his house, broke his door, and accusing him of cybercrime. So they were doing all the searching. You know how they can be sometimes searching and scattering everywhere. And in fact, his pregnant wife was naked at the time, and they made her to lie down naked. And so she was traumatized. And so they just raided his house by 2 a.m. in the morning. And it's been traumatic for them. So after the whole search, they found out that he was actually not guilty of what they were. They didn't find anything, actually. So they just left and said, they just apologized and left. So the damages are already there. The woman has been hospitalized because she's traumatized. And who knows what that could lead to, because she's pregnant. And then EFCC just finishes all the searches and realizes, okay, nothing, no. And they just say sorry and they go. Who fixes the door? Who fixes what was spoiled? Any compensation? Nothing so far. So he came out and he has called them out. And a lot of people have been talking, particularly because it looks like this has been the system for a while now. Anytime you see EFCC, the way they just raid places. So that's the conversation on ground now. The way EFCC approaches matters, crime, criminal matters like this, is it okay?
Well, so I didn't really expect that question from you, because it's like a norm in Nigeria now, you understand? Before it was SARS, and then when we had the NSARS stuff, now it's EFCC, you understand? So I'll tell you a short story. It's a joke, actually. So they said something happened in the animal kingdom, and then they were looking for an antelope. So they sent the FBI to go. The FBI went there, burnt everything, and killed the whole animals there. They sent the CIA to go. The CIA went there, caught part of the animal family, and then they pointed the antelope. Then they sent the Nigerian police to go there. they went there and came out with a lion, badly beaten. And the lion was like, okay, fine, I'm an antelope. So, this police brutality is now like, is a thing for us in Nigeria. Both EFCC, like, it's a tool they use to silence people. So my friends, they were also they were also victim of this stuff. They went there, broke down the door, arrested them, took a lot of things, and then the next morning they realized that okay, these guys are just tech guys working in the house, and then that was just it. Nobody fixed the door. The laptops that got broken, no one got replaced it for them. So I think it's something we should talk about. We should tackle. You understand? Because if it continues happening, I think at some point we might get to a point where we have the end EFCC campaign again.
Yeah, actually, we'll see that in the comment section. The reason I asked, because I noticed you said you're surprised that I asked the question. I'm asking because EFCC, their job is to burst, criminal activities.
Yeah.
So I have seen, financial crimes especially. Yeah. So I've seen situations where when people are, let's say, people are actually doing the cyber crimes in their house, Yahoo people now. Yeah. You find out that if they don't take that approach, if they don't take that surprising approach and just raid the place, they may not really get what they are looking for. But I'm talking about
another angle now is, in a sane country, so EFCC is supposed to get a court order to actually come to your house.
Okay. You
understand? So they kind of bust into your house and then you have right in your house. In the same country, if you want to come and search my house, you should get a court order to search my house. You understand? Okay. But they don't do that. So it's, yes, you're trying to do your work, but you're doing it the wrong way.
Okay. At this point, I'm wishing you're one of their officials, though, but continue. So the reason I'm asking is because now, if they were, let's say they got a court order and they decide, to come and officially show you why they came if we're dealing with financial crime now, we're dealing with Yahoo boys, for instance. Are you expecting? I'm just saying, I'm not supporting. I'm just trying for us to look at things from every angle. Are you expecting them to come to the door, knock, and wait for them to come and answer? And then when they answer, who are you? I am so and so person from EFCC and want to. Is that what you're expecting? Because before, by the time they will knock, person don't already check. These people, their guards are up, so they are looking out too, and they would have escaped.
This is the problem I have. This is the problem I have. Yes, we have this thing happening here, and then the problem I have is sometimes it happens to people that are innocent.
Yes, that's now the issue.
That's my anger. So now, how these things work is, you have someone tip you up and say, okay, these guys are Yahoo guys here. Even when they know the Yahoo guys, they don't go to raid them. So I know a Yahoo guy that was arrested by EFCC, and then after that arrest, EFCC never came to the house again. Why? Because they had a deal with them and say, okay, we will settle and make know. You get. So they actually, just like this guy we're talking about now, just like this guy now, business Iboma, what was there on your own? They don't come, you understand? If their intel was right, they wouldn't go to his house.
Okay.
So I think most times these guys don't work with intel.
Okay.
Or they work with bad intels, you understand? There's something they call fixed by error. Let's just check if it's this problem. Then if it's not this problem, we'll go and check.
So they're working on guess.
Yeah, you understand? So it doesn't make sense. It paints a bad image of the brand of EFCC. You get. So I'm into cyber security, and I don't really. I have friends that do this, and most of them I try to convince them and say, this thing you're doing is not good. Do it this way. You understand? But the fact that these guys are doing it, and then you're not harassing them like this, they are humans also. If you go to their cell and then see how they treat these guys, it could be like, are these guys animal? You understand? So if you go to the US and then see how they treat criminals, like they treat them like, okay, these guys, you guys are humans, but you did this thing, so you have to. But for here, even you will not be criminal. They go treat you past person when will be criminal. You understand? We have many governors and ex-ministers that have looted the country, and then they are working freely. And Yahoo boy, they go catch this as me like that. So all this
me, I believe if they're sure that it's a Yahoo boy, they should still go for the person. But okay,
but go for the person in the right way.
Yes. So with what you're saying now, I'm seeing that the problem is not necessarily the approach, rather the investigation, the background work, which is not properly done.
The problem is the background work and the approach.
Okay.
So fine, you do your background
work and you're correct.
And you're correct. They still go and bang and scatter.
Okay, they shouldn't do it that way.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. When you want to go into say there's a different way you go politely, and then these guys refuse to come outside. You understand? Yes, you now know, okay, we don't already approach them. Then when I don't see and I say we don't come, then no one open door. You cannot take any other decision. But you first make it that, okay, see, we reach this guy, we reach out to these guys, we want to invite them, you understand, to have a conversation with them, and they don't want to. So before you feel on to waiting there your mind. But not the first thing you do is just go scatter everywhere. Then you start saying, oh, sorry, we thought you were Yahoo guys. What if, you understand? So by that time, people don't go through trauma and everything. So it doesn't make sense. They should get their facts right and then change their approach.
Okay. I think we'll leave it at that. Let's just take a look at the comments and see how many people agree with you. I think
a whole lot of persons.
Yeah, it's true though. Yeah. It's true. So we have from Just Me Chioma. She says the way these people open and damage people's door. Like how? Now armed robbers them recruit into that agency. No, for real now. It's a worthy question at this point. The next comment here says, I wonder if their chairman is truly aware of how the members of his organization operates. Professionalism and respect for fundamental rights are extremely important when carrying out duties, just like you mentioned. And then from Call Me Capish says, so after they destroy all of this and find nothing on the person, who pays for the repairs or perhaps renovates? That's a beautiful question. Who pays, who compensates, who renovates? Nobody. Then from Princess Star, she says, ban EFCC.
The truth is, we need them. That's just the truth. We need the EFCC, you understand? But they're not doing their job well. That's just the truth. It's just like coming out to say, police has been brutalizing people, so ban police. If you ban police this moment, trust me, the number of crimes we have in the country would increase.
Would triple.
You understand? So I think we don't need to ban EFCC. We need to reform them.
Okay.
They should actually know how to carry out their duties and their tasks, you understand? I think with that, we would have all this stuff not happening. They will not be happening.
Okay. We also have another interesting comment here.
Okay.
It says EFCC at night. Are you sure they were not armed robbers? Honestly now, at night though.
Yeah, but
2 a.m.
So when we have a leader that was declared winner of an election at night, why would the EFCC know?
A lot of things happen at night in this country.
So it's just like we subscribe for night plan here in Nigeria.
Honestly, no. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, yeah. No, let me reserve it. We'll talk about it later. This comment from OVA Joshua says, this is why I support that guns should be legal in Nigeria. Because if the so-called EFCC operatives know that the occupants also have guns, they wouldn't dare to do this. Because I'll shoot anybody breaking into my home at 2 a.m. I don't care if you're a law enforcement agent or not. I'll treat you as a thief. I've got to defend myself and protect my family. So what's your take on this gun matter? Should we have guns?
Well,
no, it's a no.
70% of people in Nigeria are mad people. Trust me, if we legalize guns in Nigeria, you just stand up one morning, you see your landlord don't die.
Bad idea.
You understand? So it's a no, you understand? I know there should be other ways to reduce this stuff, but not legalizing gun in Nigeria. If you first step and say, in pastor, no talk way, you don't shoot to be that, you don't go.
I'm telling you,
so it's kind of
to go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, from Jazzy Music, he says, please sue them. If more people come together and file a class action against the FCC, they will come to their senses. And another comment here says, okay, this is the final comment. They didn't report that when they were leaving. They didn't report that when they were leaving, they took bottles of wine from their wine bar and left. I mean, this just crowns the whole thing. I don't even know how I feel at this point. So they were leaving after all they did. They now saw the bar, perhaps in the sitting room, and
So they came for something. They came for something, and then they realized it was bad market. And I was like, okay, let's just pour more champagne.
If this is not how armed robbers operate. Any final words, please? We've come to the end.
So really what I would have to say is I think the Nigerian government should look into police reform entirely. So not just EFCC, but police, EFCC, DSS, all of them. They should look into reforming them. And yeah, make sure they're doing their job well. And to cyber criminals, it's not good, you understand? There's dignity in labor. Trust me, there is dignity in labor. So there's this dignity when you're going. So I was in the keke one day, and then we were getting to a checkpoint, and the keke guy was like, make a turn, police day front. I was like, they go. So this assurance that's nothing they you get. Wrong. So yeah. Just people should know that there's dignity in labor. It's better to suffer for your money and then live with a clean heart than doing all of these things, and then anytime you see person wear black and black, you don't begin the dodge.
True.
So yeah, that's just it.
You see, I like the way you bring balance to these things. We've addressed EFCC. Yeah. We've of course talked about the people, the victims who were badly harassed, and I really, my heart goes out to the wife, especially since she's currently hospitalized. I hope that she comes out of it and comes out good, and the child too, the unborn child. So we've looked at that, and now we're also looking at the actual criminals, because it's very important. If those actual criminals can just change their ways, or if they are being caught, being detected, there will be no need to be pursuing people who are innocent. So I like that you were able to bring that into perspective. Thank you so much, Pablo. Very much.
That's one of the reasons why you like having this conversation with me.
Small hype. Why I won't hype you now. You've decided to spoil everything. But I'm not going to say my mind here on the show. Thank you once more for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
And to you, viewer, it's been an amazing 30 minutes if you ask me. And that is why I'm going to tell you to ensure that you stick with us. Same station, same time tomorrow, and every other weekday we'll be here giving you all that is trendy, hot and spicy on the internet. Also ensure that you follow us on all our social media platforms at Afia TV Official. My name is Divine Onoha, your queen of great conversations. Have a lovely, lovely evening ahead. Bye.